Yeah, $2 million. $2 million.
Christian,
Hold on, let me call you back. Yeah, what's up?
we got some questions about the MBA program for you.
Love questions. Shoot.
All right. What was the most challenging part about the MBA program?
A doozy right off the bat.
Mhm.
Let's see. The most challenging part about the MBA program is really just going to be, it's going to be personal. It's going to be how you get through it. That's primarily the hardest part. But what comes with that, how you get through it, is a journey, so to speak. You're developing your own sales persona. And throughout that, you have metrics that you have to hit. While you're doing this, you have all these goals and all these moving parts that you have to attain throughout the week. However, as you're doing it and as you're succeeding, as you're hitting your numbers, you're growing yourself as an individual, both personally and professionally. And first and foremost, you develop your sales criteria, your sales acumen, and you get through it. Being persistent and consistent are the two things that you need to do throughout it, and reinventing yourself is where you're going to see most of your gaps come. And it's basically just, if you can get through that, if you can continually reinvent yourself, if you can make it fun and keep it entertaining, success is the only option that you'll afford from that.
So, what part was most helpful once you became an account director from the MBA program?
There's a lot of things here. Basically, if you look at it from two ways, there's the ISAM program, and then there are people who come in just as regular account directors. What you're afforded as an ISAM going through the program is a leg up. You get complete knowledge of how our business works before you're actually thrown into it. You get the outside perspective while being an inside person. You get to see how all the deals move. You get to see how everyone interacts with each other in your morning pipeline meetings. You get to see responses from hiring managers. You get to see how to respond to them. It's basically, you get to see how everything is going to run when you get into a position to run business yourself. And that's where the biggest gap's going to come. You have a leg up, a huge leg up, on people that are doing this at other firms, that are doing it here on their own. You already know how the business works, how your market operates, and how to throw yourself into it in the most positive way.
So, what advice would you give somebody that's joining the MBA program?
Keep your head up. It's sales. It's going to be tough. There's going to be days where you hate your job. There should be days where you love your job. That's indicative of every career and every vertical. However, here at Mondo, you have to continuously push yourself, and you might get screwed over some days, but you have to know that tomorrow's another day. I like to say that we work in dog years here, so basically an hour to us is 7 hours, or 7 hours to us is an hour to someone else. Minutes here are expanded. You basically just have to motivate yourself, stay through it, and consistently persevere through anything that might get thrown at you.
What did you love about the program?
Basically a culmination of everything I just said. I love the program because I got to compete a lot, and that's great. If you don't like competition, sales probably isn't for you. You get to fully hold on to your personal success, and you are the driver behind that seat. So basically what I loved about it was coming in every day and being able to say that I beat the person next to me. Or I get to say, I beat the person who's in New York, or I beat the person who's in San Francisco. You're number one on the matrix where we're ranked this week? Well, guess what? I'm going to come in and take your spot. And you get to see that every week. You get to see how the growth and your success varies, and you get to see basically how you develop as an individual through a program that you know that you can succeed in.
So, finishing up, how would you describe yourself in one word?
Tall. I'm a very tall person, and I like to think that carries over into my sales persona, that I have a presence when I am speaking with hiring managers, VPs, CIOs, CTOs, and it really all comes from not only my physical height, but from the height that I was able to grow with here at Mondo.
Thanks for answering all your questions, Christian.
Hey, thanks for coming into my office.